Hello and welcome to this next video in your video training. My name is Dominic and I am a team leader at VIPX. Welcome. In this video, we will be talking about how a teacher can be prepared to substitute classes. So without further ado, let's begin. So, to prepare for substitute classes, a teacher should do the following. You should be at or near your workstation during shift hours. When I say near, I mean within close proximity. Of course, we understand that you need to get up and move around. You need to get up, use the bathroom. You need to cook. You need to get your kids ready. We understand that, but we ask that you be near your computer, at least within earshot, or if you're not within earshot, have DingTalk installed on your phone so that if you can't hear your computer, you can at least see and hear your smartphone go off. We ask that you don't do activities outside your house, like taking the dogs for a walk or watering your garden, as you may not be able to return to your computer in time. Please don't leave your work area. Please don't leave your house. Stay within earshot of your computer or your phone. The reason why we ask you this is because we need you to respond to this message. We need to make sure that you're there and ready to teach so that you can either jump in for the teacher who's having issues or be prepared in a short amount of time to enter the classroom. So be at or near your computer at all times during the shift. Respond to your PMs from your TL and admins immediately. The rule is 20 minutes, but if you can answer right away, go ahead and right away. There shouldn't be any reason why you can't. If you can give a good excuse, that's fine, but please respond immediately. They need to have that feedback to know that you're ready to teach, that you're ready to handle the class. If you cannot answer your TL or admin right away, please do it as soon as you can. If you can't and it affects the substitute class, you may be considered absent for that period. Review and prepare for the lessons for each level being taught that week. So for Reach, you have 4 lessons to prepare for at this point. HE, you have 7 EC lessons, plus the 1 regular lesson being taught by veteran teachers for that week. So make sure that you review all the materials for all the levels, as there are a lot to go through. Make sure that you're ready to go, because knowing the course or knowing the material ahead of time will really help you deliver a strong class for that student. Number 4, have the HTML links downloaded on your PC for easy access. That's very important, because at times you will be asked to do an offline class wherein the admins will give you a code that you enter into the temporary code section of your FC, just like you would enter a temporary class. Click teacher. When you enter, you do not have the materials ready to go right away, so you will need to find the HTML link, upload it, and have it ready to go in your lesson when the student arrives. So make sure that you have your HTML link files downloaded in an easy to find place. I would suggest downloading it on your desktop. I put it on my desktop. My desktop is clean and clear and full of clutter. I hope your desktop is the same. If it isn't, I would recommend cleaning it up to make it easy to find very important files like the HTML links. This is very important. Also, if you are asked to substitute a class and the material is wrong, you do have to change it. Okay, you must make sure that you change the material if it's not the right lesson. Use flexible preloaded games and activities for the lesson. So beforehand, before you even start teaching, take the first couple of days of your shifts uploading materials until you get your first classes. Upload your HTML links, upload games and activities related to that lesson, just to make sure that it's fun for the students when they come into your class. For me, I don't use many games because I like to spend more time getting to know the student. Even if the student will never come back to me, it's no excuse to make the student feel warm and calm and make them feel happy to be there with you, because it will still impact the image of the company if you give a substandard class. So make sure that you do spend time getting to know the student. Let's talk more about that now. So make sure that you greet your new students with warmth and enthusiasm. Greet them like you would greet your own student. You want them to have an enjoyable experience. It's not their fault that their teacher can't have class, so don't take it out on them. Make them feel happy. Make them feel good to be there with you. A lot of the students are very, very nervous to meet a new teacher for the first time. Make sure that you make them feel calm, relaxed, and comfortable with you. Again, they're not your student, but that you are still representing the company. You are still the face of the company, and you are the face of the quality of the teachers that we have in the company. So make sure that you represent yourself as well as your fellow teachers well. Introduce yourself to the student. This is basic courtesy. Whenever we meet somebody for the first time, we always introduce ourselves and we get them to introduce themselves. Please do this. Do not just jump straight into teaching the class. Build rapport with the student. Even if you know you'll never see them again, still do this. I always sub classes for my teachers, and I always build rapport. Now, whenever a class or whenever a student requests or needs to have a sub teacher, they always ask for me now, because I've built rapport with them, and outside their regular teacher, they are very comfortable with me. So please do that, because it will really help give the students that extra layer of security. It will help them believe in you and the other teachers in the company even more than they already do. So please build rapport. Complete the lesson on time, just like you would with your class. Make sure you start on time. You end exactly when the class is supposed to end, or advised by your admin if you're finishing off a class that another teacher started. So please make sure you have proper time management. Do not rush the class to get it done. It still needs to be considered as a real regular class, even though it's a subclass. Make sure you have good time management. Start on time and end on time. Basic respect. Last, complete the class feedback. You still need to do feedback. Now, for an offline class, meaning a class that is not in your portal, you can give your corrections and you can do your feedback in a Word document or in Notepad, and then send them to the original teacher or the admin, who will then fill it out in their account. So please finish feedback and do it within 24 hours. This is very important. For a subclass, you need to do feedback, just like you would a regular class. If it's in your portal, fill it out as normal. If the class is not in your portal, fill it out in a Word document or Notepad and send it to the teacher or the admin, depending on their advice. And that's it for preparing for a subclass. If you can follow all the steps that I have suggested for you today, all the advice that I have given you, you will be ready to sub any class. Subclasses are a part of our life here because emergencies happen and we need to cover them. Make sure that you are ready. Make sure you're near your computer at all times, and make sure that you respond to the PMs from your TL and admins. It's not enough to have just read the message. Please respond. If you don't respond, you will be marked absent for that period, and you may be given a warning for that. Please keep that in mind. Communication is very important in this case. Thank you so much for your time today. I had a really great time talking with you. Please take my advice and you will be ready for anything. See you in training. Bye-bye.